Alrighty, welcome everyone. This is going to be we had some technical issues at the actual event of the 2025 GHSA League of Legends semifinals and finals. So I wanted to kind of come back after the fact and get a hold of the replays and try to have it go remotely. So that's what this is going to be. We are going to start with the semifinal series, best of three between Walton and Northview. My name is Crawley, and I'm here with Kino Gazer, and we're excited to jump in.
Hello.
Let's see. So I guess first, before I start it, Walton is blue side on this game, I believe, and Northview is red side. So, alrighty, let's go ahead and jump into it. We'll get into directed camera. Make sure I get my scoreboard and my objective timers up. Alrighty, cool. So we didn't get to see the draft as usual, but I remember when we were talking about this. Yeah, again, we didn't know the order, but I'm pretty sure I want to say the Mordekaiser was the first pick. I'm assuming that's pretty much a comfort pick for Kanata.
What happened was it was actually a Zaya first pick going over to Walton. T5 Venom is like the best ADC I would say in the region right now,
Yeah.
and he is known to be the most dangerous Zaya ever. If you
really
look last year, Lambert 100% respected it. They looked to ban it every single game, and North Gwinnett overstepped their boundaries, didn't ban the Zaya, and they managed to lose game one.
Yeah.
And then once they banned the Zaya, they won the series. So
So
they
yeah,
stole
I
it
mean, I
from.
definitely know just by looking. So we just met too, so we can give some background about each other. So I was a coach for Calhoun for one of the teams for in the 2022-2023 season. Had some players graduated, so I kind of fell out of the loop a little bit. But this was kind of a way for me to get back involved and just kind of start reaching out to teams and kind of getting more into casting. But it sounds like, so I know obviously you know some of the Walton players, but you said you pretty much know all of the players across these four teams and then some, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was the North Gwinnett support when we won the state finals.
Nice.
But I've scouted all of these teams so many times
That's really
that
cool.
I
So
know the
but
champion.
you're still a senior in high school, right?
Yeah,
And what school do you go to Northview?
yeah, North Gwinnett. North Gwinnett.
Oh, North Gwinnett. Oh, so wait, so
Yeah,
did you play? Like, were you on? Are you
I
on?
played last year. Yeah,
But you
we
just
were state
decided not to
champs
play
last
this year.
year. No, we just didn't make it.
Well,
So
oh, okay. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you played on the. Are you on the Teddy Bears?
yeah, I'm on the Teddy
Oh,
Bears.
that's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, yeah. Obviously, you guys have won the last two splits, like the spring and last fall. So that's awesome. Well, cool. Yeah. So that explains how you know these players. You've literally played against them.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that makes sense. So with the Zaya band, yeah, it definitely looks like T5 is as we know, a master solo key rank, very good player. So, and they didn't ban it this game though. Why do you think that is?
Well, it's also the Walton's ADC's comfort pick too. Like anytime they try to get a Zaya, they always try to lock it down.
Oh, that makes sense because yeah, there you go. So they just stole it away. That's what happened there. Okay, that makes sense. I wonder if I can hide the timeline. It kind of like tells what's going to happen. I think you can do the. There you go.
Yeah.
Hide
Okay.
the time control. Also, another thing I learned you can do is you can do Control Shift Z, and we can scroll. We can zoom out just a little bit. It helps seeing some stuff like that's what they do in the programs.
Yeah.
So pretty quiet game so far. It looks like CS is fairly even. I mean, obviously we're in the small numbers, so just a slow start. But what do we expect to happen in this game? I know one thing we were talking about from the Northview bot lane. Obviously, the Ashe Nautilus engage is pretty nasty. And speaking of, might get something here now.
Looks.
Yeah, just a little trade there. I know in some
Northview is definitely looking. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You got it.
Yeah, Northview is definitely looking for some early game aggro with an Ashe not pick. Definitely falls off later on against the Zaya. So they're just trying to get pushed, get as much control as the bot side of the map. Drake is spawning in a couple minutes, so we might look to posture.
I'm trying to think like, oh, got another little engage here. Nope, back off. A little bit getting scrappy all over the map. Nice little feather pool.
Exhaust comes out. Double exhaust comes out from bot lane.
You mentioned like Ashe Nautilus falls off. But obviously, like, the Ashe engage and just Nautilus CC can be very good in the mid to late game for picks and so forth. So maybe their damage overall and kill potential might fall off, but I feel like their overall utility really kind of helps them
Yeah,
stay in.
definitely really pick comp oriented. Hook lands onto Twin Fantasy. Looking for an all-in, but can't find anything.
So you said you were a support for North Gwinnett. So
Yeah.
what do you think about like I guess you'd say almost like the meta or like the pool that among like the high school teams, like was it typically more obviously Rakan and Nautilus are both like kind of engagey melee, is that typically what it's seen, or is there some people go for more of the support, like the long range enchanters? What's that look like?
Well, since like the two best teams in the competition right now is ADC oriented with the Masters on Lambert and the Masters on Northview being T5, they
Right.
can go for a Lulu Yumi pick for the hyper carry. I think
Right.
Walton this game did ban the Lulu, but overall it's mainly engaged support oriented with like Rels, Rakans, Nox.
Yeah, and that's what you see in like kind of higher level play. I feel like, I mean, in lower elo, you typically like the long range helps because you're just trying to win lane. But definitely like the higher elo you get and the more coordinated you are with the fives, it really helps to have that like engage and peel as well. So that makes sense. Yeah. Does make sense about like the idea too, like it's so interesting. Like I was looking to discuss the meta a little bit, but like the truth is that the meta does, I mean, obviously there's some champions that are just objectively strong across the board, but I feel like over the years, I mean, Riot's done a decent job at kind of balancing things. So what you really look for, like a meta is really just determined by, are you talking about solo queue, are you talking about team play, and like, are you talking about, 5 masters versus 5 masters, or like you just said here, it's kind of defined by the fact that the masters players happen to be 80 carries, so it kind of almost like warps it around that. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I know one thing we were noticing in some of the other replays. Oh, look, I'm not getting a dragon here. One thing we were noticing in some of the other replays. I'll hold that thought. There's something going down here.
Can we find a pick onto PBM Gamer?
Nice flash.
Oh. Fate still misses.
Dragon's
Complete
still
control
up,
of River.
Yep.
Looks like Walton Ballin is walking off. It looks like this Drake is going over to Northview.
Yep. Or unless, not quite. They're just starting it. Directed cam is more interested in top
looking
one.
for an angle. Vision onto Frey. Can they look for an angle?
Ooh, they're gonna try to pull it off, or are they just backing out?
No.
I think they're just gonna kind of wait and see.
Yeah, it looks like Frey's backing off to hit Krugs. Looks like it is Cloud Drake over.
Yep, that's definitely going to be conceded to Northview for that Dragon number 1. I mean, I feel like I didn't see everybody's health bars there. I guess you can kind of see them still. What do you think about? Do you think Walton should have contested that Dragon harder, or do you think that was probably the right call? Just,
if they found the pick onto PBM Gamer, they definitely could have, but he did have a good flash onto the Yone R.
Yeah.
So he's able to get out free, and then now they just lost their primary engage tool.
Yep, that's true.
So it looks like they just had to give.
One thing I was noticing in some of the other, like, we watch replays of some earlier games and quarterfinals and so forth, and like we noticed that there was more of the unconventional 80 carry picks where they were picking like the Ziggs or the Seraphine, which kind of made sense too, because like, well, from like a lower elo perspective, like those kind of picks do really well because like traditional 80 carry picks just don't get a lot of peel, and obviously you just have to be very good to like know how to position and not get blown up. So it makes sense you should just play a safer pick, and if anything, your DPS can come from like a Trundle or something like that. But it was interesting to see that. I don't know if it was Northview or the other team with the Master necessarily. It probably wasn't, but it was just interesting to see.
Yep. Oh, fight going on for Grubs. He could kind of looks for the
nice flash.
Engage on the flashes the Q, but he looks like he cannot find a way out. First blood going over to Walton.
Yep.
Can he look for a bit more? Asparagus Jr. Qs the wall to get out, and he'll take the plays over. 3 Grubs go over to Northview.
I have to assume that they were in the Mordekaiser ult there. It's not always perfectly easy to see in the spectator mode, but that's probably what was happening there.
Yeah.
Nice job.
With the statement that you said about the mage bot lane, I think what happened was actually it was pioneered by a team, I think 2023 state champs was Peachtree Ridge High School. They had like amazing like top side with the like a diamond jungle, master mid, master jungle.
Yeah.
But a weaker bot lane. So what they decided was they're not gonna win bot. So we're just gonna have a mage just shove the bot lane permanently and have our support win us the map.
Yeah, I like it.
And
I like that.
yeah, so you can see that happen a lot. I think North Gwinnett, yeah, we did that too this year with the Seraphine Mel.
Yep.
And
Oh yes, Male's very good in that role.
no, and then we can see that like I believe Northview played a couple of games regular season with the Ziggs ADC with the lane swap of the T5 into mid lane.
Yeah, it does make sense that you would really like if you have like slightly weaker players on that side of the map, and you just want someone who can just like push, who can just push waves and just have kind of a presence and get through the early game, especially even like allow your support to roam. That definitely makes sense. So that's probably what the context was.
Oh, we are seeing a lane swap coming in. See if they
Interesting.
yeah.
I wonder what the reason is. Like, I mean, like, because Grub's are already gone. The next objective is Dragon in 2 minutes. That's really odd.
I think it is the kind of like you just need a lane, like a bullyable lane for the Ashe. So I think they were like hoping for the Mordekaiser to stay, but it looks like Walton did a good job with the match.
Ah, gotcha.
They can continue to lead.
Yeah, it's just really like a lose-lose for both top laners. Like, both top laners are just going to get bullied in that situation. But,
Yeah.
yeah, it does help the Ashe maybe not get as far behind.
A few lands. Grand Entrance hits the Nautilus. Can he find anything more? Nope. They back off. Alright.
I'm trying to think about these
Next
comps. These comps, like, scaling-wise. I do see some like good engaged tools. Like we talked about the Ashe Nautilus. You can do some good things with the Talia wall. We got a wet noodle fight happening.
Definitely in this case, team fighting is gonna go to Walton, so they could just do like a sizable lead. Like you see the Mordekaiser pretty far ahead. They can look for him to split push while the rest of the Walton just like death ball around the map, try to look for a fight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, basically with the Silas and the Yone, obviously the good engage, good pick potential. The Silas can still has some good ults to choose from.
PBM Gamer looks like he's in trouble, stepping up towards the Yone.
Ooh.
Temper Fate is gonna miss, but solo kill still goes over to Yone.
Yeah, nice little sidestep, but from the Talia, but good follow up from the Yone. That's the next level too, is like being able to know like champion abilities. I'm not great at knowing the names of ability. Even some items sometimes I'm like, I don't actually know what that's called. I recognize it, I know what it does, but yeah, that's just part of it. 1v1
both supports are in the bot lane looking to posture for this Drake. TP coming in from the Yone.
Dragon 2 coming up.
Look for a fight here. Frey looks for the all-in. Steals Jarvan ult. Locked down. Grand Entrance comes in. Cataclysm hits double walls, and it looks like Fate will be going over to Walton.
Yep. Nice pick on Jarvan. Stole his ultimate. Looking for more.
All out Cassante. Nice exhaust coming out from Twin Fantasy. Doesn't let him do anything. PBM Gamer looks to go forward. Min solo kills T5 Venom in the top lane in 1v1.
Yep.
Walton still looks for more. Cassante, can he get out? But it looks like the Soul Unbound will find the kill onto.
That was a total of 0 for 4 there. So that was a explosive kind of gold advantage built by Walton. Good job collapsing there, as well as the solo kill top lane.
Min gets the solo play and the solo XP, looking like a massive lead.
Oh yeah, insult to injury with the extra plates and the dragon here. That's going to make the dragon score 1-1. And let's see what dragon. It tells you, yep, we're gonna get a Kim Tech. It's gonna be our soul of the game. Very
powerful for the Mordekaiser, definitely.
Yep.
Looking to just be a meat shield for Walton High School with to ult one of their carries.
Is the Kim Tech is all about being below 25% health is when you get the buffs, I believe.
It's 50, I believe.
50. Oh,
for the damage.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like of those kills, it looks like Yone and Mordekaiser. I think Mordekaiser picked up 1. Yone probably picked up 3 there, and then the Xayah picked up 1 top. Or actually, I think it was. I'm not sure. It was something like that. I think they only got 4 though, so I'm not sure. Maybe Yone already had a kill. Yes, Yone already had a kill before that.
Asparagus Jr. with the Hex Flash forward looks for a play. Hook hits. Death Charge is coming out. Looks like he will need to ult for safety, and he gets out scot-free.
Yeah, I would say that's, especially in higher level play, that is definitely one of the key elements of Xayah, is the ability to use that ultimate to avoid become, I guess you could say, immune or something like that, untargetable immune to dodge that Nautilus ult. Very good there.
Following matchup is back in it. Battle Dance coming out just for safety. Looking like a scuffle in the bot lane.
Yeah, we usually call that a noodle fight when it's two tanks just kind of barely doing much to each other. But Mordekaiser's got some. He's doing a little more.
Looks like he's doing a bit of damage.
I don't know that. I don't think
Walton
Cassante went all out there, but I also don't know if Mordekaiser has any like % health based damage. But he was able to chew through that Cassante tankiness. Looks like we have first items pretty much across the board, except for supports, obviously. So,
Flying Penguins might be looking for the positioning for the Rift Herald. Yeah.
Herald spawn in 15 minutes here, and yes.
I see Frey walking up to the map, trying to get it. No vision towards the side of Walton. Really hard for them to play this fight.
Yep, Northview is already grouped on it. I think they're just going to have to give it up here. Nice. Nice.
Lockdown on Twin Fantasy. Ventures out. Cataclysm hits. Can he find anything? Fate Sealed hits too. Yone going in for more. Can he find the Nautilus? Finds the kill. PBM game looks to fall. Frey looking to find the kill. T5M is gliding. Can't seem to hit it, and it looks like they're just back off.
So we got a 1 for 2 there. They were able to, Northview was able to pick off the men on the Xayah, and then the Northview's Jarvan and Nautilus ended up going down. Looks like those 2 kills went over to Yone as well, so he's stacking up a nice bounty and a nice gold lead. So overall, looking like about 3.5k gold lead in favor of Walton. So starting to build a nice little lead there.
Oh, Cassante goes all out. Can he look for the Q? Goes forwards, the position forwards. Can he find it? Death Realm goes out, flashes away from him. The shutdown goes over to Shine Love.
Nice job there. It must have had some kind of slight burn or something like that that helped finish it off there. It was a good back and forth trade. He did go all out that time, so he did have the damage to help chew through some of those Mordekaiser defenses. So, and I guess Mordekaiser didn't have an ult there, or must have used it towards the beginning of the fight, maybe. They might have been in the Mordekaiser ult. It's like I said, it's kind of hard to tell, but based on his cooldown, I'm not really sure. So with the Chemtech Soul, or the Chemtech Dragon 4 Soul, the upgrades to the map includes the plants. So that's some extra vision, extra healing, and extra range on the blast cones that can be a factor. Hold that thought.
HCO coming out. Just another solo kill going over to the Yone. Cannot be stepping up like that, BDM gamer.
Yeah, that is a yeah, that's 5-0 Yone, looking kind of scary there, and we see why.
Looking like Walton doing up and flash forward, grand entrance, looking on the Ash, lockdown, kill goes over to Design by Min. Death Charge comes out, but it looks like no one's there to follow up. TP coming over from Northview. It is the Cassante. Can he find a way out? Featherstorm coming out. He cannot reach the Xayah, and it looks like it will be, oh, yep, it would just be a 2 for nothing for Walton.
2 for nothing there. The Salas stole the Ash ult, I believe, and they just kind of used it point blank, and that was enough to lock her down. And then, yeah, I think the Talia was just dead from the 1v1 still, so I think that was actually just a 1 for 0. Yeah. Yep. But they did get the Cassante teleport as well.
Yeah, first tower is just going over to the Mordekaiser, looking like a bit like a raid boss, won't lie.
Yep. He's getting kind of big there. About 150 CS, 2 kills, an item and a half.
Rear hits onto him. Ooh, nice sidestep from Min.
Yeah, don't know if we're able to see who had the feats. What is it like? It's like 3 kills, first dragon and first tower.
Yeah.
I think Northview got the first dragon. I would have to assume. Well, I mean, yeah, Walton got the first 3 kills.
First tower and first 3, so it looks like feats are over to Walton.
Yep.
But it looks like no one is matching top. Yep. So the Cassante has a bit of a breathing room to catch up.
Trying to slowly chunk out the tower without that demolish. It's going to take him a while. It's not season 16 yet.
Paladin comes out. Frey looks to answer. T5 Venom is jumped on. Gets knocked up by the Grand Entrance, and it looks like he will fall. Redemption comes out. Death Charge hits the Yone. Can he look for more? PBM Gamer looking to be burst down. And it looks like no engage left on the side of Walton. Flash forward.
Nice.
Yone hits the 3-man Fate Sealed, and it looks like he will clean up and confirm this Drake for one.
Beautiful, beautiful Yone ult, and an additional interrupt on the Blast Cone to secure that 4th kill. That was beautifully done by the Yone there. And they're going to get a prize. They're going to get their 2nd Drake. Start stacking those Chemtechs. Nice job by Walton. And that's going to be about a 5k gold lead for them, almost a little bit more. So they're in a good spot right now. Let's see if they can maintain control of this game and this lead. It's like Atacon has spawned on the bot side. I don't know that either team has vision of it yet, and it looks like that Northview has just had a reset, so they're probably looking to go ahead and get some lanes shoved and some vision control, and maybe see if they can steal that away before Walton gets there. Because if it's a 5v5, it may not bode too well for them.
Rift Herald is someone mid, looking for a bit of a distraction as they take control of bot river.
Yep.
So it looks like Min is just gonna hit it for free. Oh, is there a pick incoming?
Are they gonna drive the Rift Herald to get a pick? That'd be interesting. Or he's gonna drive the Herald all the way bot. That's so funny.
A little bit of a drifter.
Yep.
Oh, and he hits the wall. Tragedy.
We need to see what was the CFO player, the Scion player, driver or whatever. Like, I wonder if there's
ever.
Yeah, I wonder if there's ever any moments where he was like driving the Rift Herald as well, because it's like a similar mechanic. Another fight top lane. Kasante able to do a good bit of damage despite not even being in his all-out form. So Mortal Kaiser is not.
He was hugging the wall.
Yep.
I was looking for the all-out on the wall, but it looks like we'll just play it safe. Trying to shove out the wave. Maybe he's looking for a roam bot. Ash Arrow hits onto the Yone. Can he get out? To Fate Seal looking to fight back. Slow him down forward, and it looks like he will almost get a kill, but it looks like he's just locked down, and the kill goes over to Sliding Penguins.
Yep.
Looks like they would just fight this Otacon. No way for Walton to answer.
Yeah, without their 8 kills, Yone, it is going to be hard to contest this.
Frey could look for the steal, though. Yep. You can see them positioning forward. Twin Fantasy with the flank on the side.
Play.
A charge coming out from Frey. Grand Entrance coming in soon.
Surprised he didn't
looking like they're playing it safe. And it looks like the spy fight will go over to Flying Penguins. Will Northview be able to get out, though? That is the question. T5 goes down. Looks like Designed by Min got kidnapped by the Kasante. He hits, but the shutdown will be going over to the Kasante. Frey looking for some more. Looking on the Nautilus. And it looks like Kasante gets out, but the Nautilus won't. So overall, it is 1 for 4 for Northview, but they got the Otacon, which I believe is a step in the right direction for their comeback.
Yeah, I did hear some people, some of the Worlds casters, kind of estimating that Atacon's gold value is about 2k, so pretty good stats. I don't know if it shows us how many petals they've collected. I don't think it does, but either way, it's a good buff to have. A good permanent stat check. And yeah, they did go 1 for 4 there, which does hurt, but man, hopefully the Atacon will help swing things in their direction.
Looks like Yone will be getting even more gold funneled.
Yep.
With
the power of those, I think they got all 3 grubs, so no problem chunking that tower down for the Yone there, who is now on his 2nd item. It's like Mordecai, Yone, Zaya, all with 2 items. I guess technically Rakan does as well. Ash has 2, Talia has 2, and Kasante has 2. So I mean, item-wise, we're not too far. How are we doing on levels?
Kasante actually has an XP lead onto the Mordekaiser despite a bit of a rough laning phase.
Kasante's got a +1, but the Walton Jungler and AD Carry both have +1, so.
Across the board.
It's about almost a, what, 7k gold lead from Walton still, so they're definitely going to be feeling that.
Drake and Baron are spawning within a minute, so maybe we could see some rushed plays on the map. could see a trade for Baron
Yep.
over the soul point. Fate Seal going on to Cassante all out. Can he find an answer? Q3 forward with Mortal Steel. Can he get out? And it looks like the kill will be going over to Yone once again.
Yeah, it was a valiant effort, and despite the armor there, just wasn't quite enough.
Walton has complete control over the top side of the map.
So
Northview cannot look for any picks here.
Dragon number 4 coming up, and it looks like both mid laners have teleports, but obviously I wouldn't expect to see the Talia split pushing. They definitely could look for a Yone split push, but it looks like he's already heading towards the bot side of the map. Mordekaiser are going to try to get a reset off. Northview.
USS is purchased by the Yone.
So I wonder
Might
if
look for
Talia,
something, maybe face tank, Ash Arrow.
I wonder if Talia's maybe looking to get some kind of angle for like a separation here. That Talia ult can really be a game changer if you get the right angle on it, but it is tough to... And yeah, it looks like...
Reaper's wall looked like it was a misclick.
Oh no!
PBM Gamer looking like he's in trouble. Soul Unbound looking for a bit more, but he's too fast.
So meanwhile, Walton just basically snagged that dragon with pretty much no contest there.
Yeah, they are positioning for the Baron here. Recalling over Nautilus though. Side laners looking in trouble. PBM Gamer, you cannot walk up there. Ooh, Seismic Shove is going to save his life. Flash coming out though.
Yeah, that is kind of the other side of the one Yone ability, where he does have to return it sometimes, so he really has to be able to, like, if he's going to use that ability, he's got to be able to get in there and do all the damage he needs to do very quickly. Otherwise, it will kind of allow you to get away. Ooh. Okay, Ash.
Tentacru's Arrow locked down. Featherstorm Flash coming out just to save his life, but it looks like they find a nice pick onto Twin Fantasy.
Yep.
Little scuffle going on top lane. Okay, he look like he's kidnapped all out into the Baron pit. Looking like
wow.
Death Charge is locked down. Needs the ult. Death Realm is going on Sliding Penguins. Yone with the 3-man ult. Looking to respond. Frey with the follow-up onto his teammates. Mordekaiser is just free hitting. Looks like it. W coming out. Massive shield coming out. Actually saving his life. And then actually Walton the one to turn this one around. It looks like they will be getting the free Baron.
Wow. Yeah, a lot happening in that fight there. Like you said, I didn't even see it, but the another Yone 3-man ult, really nice. It was, I think a lot of it started with the Cassante, I believe, yeah, all out dragging the Mordekaiser into his team in the pit. Then Mordekaiser ults on the Nautilus, I believe.
I believe it was on the Jarvan to save his life.
Okay, yep. Yeah, so the Mordekaiser ult can be a defensive tool there. But all in all, it looks like, yeah, Walton was able to get a 1-for-4 in their favor, as well as the Baron. So that's really going to hurt. It's going to take it to a 10k goal lead. They've got the 3 dragons. It's 23-6. So they're doing a nice job of just kind of ballooning this lead. And at this point, I'd say they're definitely going to be looking to take over the map, kind of just put the pressure in, and start to look to get some inhibitors and close out soon. So what do you do if you're Northview at this point? What do you do? Are you just, I mean, they're not surrendering. They're looking for, what do you do? Like, try to take back vision of your jungle, maybe stack a few people and look for like a pick, maybe make some plays, get some gold bounties on towers across the map since they haven't hardly got any. That's all I can think to do.
I think the best chance they would have at this point would be maybe find, like, their picks. They're a very pick-oriented comp. They have the Talia for the match, the global, Ashar, another global, and just overall lockdown just to find a target. But since Walton is super ahead, like, they don't really have a chance to, like, really answer. But there is, like, objectives. There is Baron Shred that they could look for to turn the tide.
Yep.
But overall, I think just farming up and we can see what they can do.
Yeah, and
Frey will
unfortunately,
be stealing the enchanted.
Like when it comes to picks, that Walton does have a lot of high mobility champions that can be kind of hard to lock down. So looks like we maybe just trying to siege here, put a lot of pressure on bot lane.
Yeah. Silence is going in. Yone, Mortar Steel forwards, hits the Fate Seal onto Cassante.
Ooh.
Can he get out? Lives on a sliver HP. Not even close.
So you mentioned something interesting, which is the idea of like the Baron shreds. Like I know Atacon, the longer you on it, it does shred your armor and magic. I didn't actually even know that Baron does that as well. Is that unique to this season, or has that always been a thing?
I believe Baron has that since the start of the game, but Atacon, when it was added, it had like an even bigger shred, which is why like teams would just coin flip games over it and like
Yeah.
just solo lose off the objective alone.
Yeah, I do like that. It's a very interesting mechanic. It does add some dimension and makes that play a little bit riskier. And like you said, it can kind of create a comeback condition potentially if people get a little overzealous about trying to close out.
Looks like complete control. They might look to get the tier 2 onto the bot lane. Intensive Crystal Arrow hits onto the Mordekaiser, but Mikhails is coming out, saving his top laner. And it looks like Northview defend the tower with everything they got.
And 30 seconds on Dragon. It would be Dragon Soul for Walton, so they're going to go ahead and get a reset in, and that's going to really just, it's going to make it even harder to get through. They're already up by 13k, so we'll see. This is probably a last stand for Northview here. We'll see.
I don't need to cross the board. Really tough spot. Really hard fight to play.
So as like a player, I'm interested. So like obviously like in the pros, they're not allowed to surrender, but you guys are allowed to surrender in high school matches. I'm assuming, right? Even in the
well, I don't want to say it's only my coach. I feel like it's every coach, but my coach just hates surrendering. He's just fully against it. And like we're really only allowed to like surrender during scrims, you know, just to,
yeah. Well, so here's the thought I have though, as a coach as well, which is that especially during a series, which I mean pretty much every game they play in the regular season, the playoffs is a best of 3. Like I feel like the mental is a consideration because it's like, you know, if you really know you're gonna lose, like rather than getting beat up for like 10 minutes in like a very hopeless game, it's kind of just like, should we just FF and just focus on the next game? I don't know. And there goes Dragon number 4. Ooh. And they're looking for more though.
Redemption comes out. Frey looking on the flank here. Yone has the Fate Seal. He could look for an angle. T5 and posturing forward. Dodges it. Yone hits the 3-man ult. Beautiful engage coming over. And it looks like the ranks of Northview High School are just going to get decimated. Everything's missing on Cassante. He got fancy feet, but he looks like he cannot find a pick. Can he go all out to Cassante, but he will be bursted down. Yone looking to end the game. Ooh. They're running it down mid.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably going to be enough, I would think, but they're definitely going to get at least 2 inhibitors here, if not in the game. I think I actually remember watching this part. We'll see, though. Yeah, that was like I think that was a 4-man Yone ult, so that was, or it was very close to it. That was beautiful.
Zanya's coming out. PBM Gamer, can he live with his life? Essentially shoved to save his life, but it looks like the Soul Unbounded will just finally execute onto the Talia. Asparagus Jr. looking to stall some time. Q hits onto the Twin Fantasy looking to get locked down. Can they end the game? Hit the Nexus, stop the Vlad. And it looks like game 1 will be going over to Walton High School.
Wow, nice job there, nice job. I wonder if I can pull up the let me pull up some controls here before we get out. I want to see if there's any replay moments that we can look at real quick before we get out of this one. Oh,
you hit the...
Oh, can I get back? There we go. Okay. So, just looking at this game, so, you know, it's basically a pretty dead early game until the first dragon goes to Northview. And then here's a big moment here probably. Looks like, I think, right up until this point... Let's go back just a little bit. So they're only up by like 1,000 here. And let's see. Yeah, they're only up by 1,000. So we get closer to this dragon fight. I think this is where, yeah, this was that first, I think this is the big first Walton fight where they got like, it was like a 3-for-1 or 4-for-1. That was really, I think, that's where their big lead really started outside of the First Bloods.
Gosh forward, they really just locked them down like that.
Yep. So a nice pick on Jarvan, which basically means no dragon for them, and they keep going here though.
Mordekaiser does a wonderful job of stalling them with their allies. No way out. PM Gamer does try to look for it though, but I think the ranks or all the damage is all gone.
And meanwhile, there was the 1v1 happening top side.
Can you direct your camera to the Walton?
Yeah, we'll definitely. I'm gonna rewind and we'll rewind and watch this one again, and then if there's any other highlight moments we can go to. So yeah, that's where they're basically huge lead started. They got a 3K goal lead off of there. Yeah, I think they just basically never let the foot off the gas at that point. You say did you want to watch something about this one more time, or you wanted to?
Yeah, direct the camera on the bottom left to the Zaya, if you can.
All right, so let's see here.
Bottom left, direct the camera.
I'm gonna slow it down, and I'm gonna put it. Okay, so you want to watch the 1v1 over here? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I'll speed it up a little bit. Should be all right. so they're about even health
Both
here.
half HP. Mana is low onto it.
The
Barrier comes out.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
the
the combat summary difference.
I mean, like, I want to say the barrier was the difference, but I mean, that is a decent chunk of health, and she even just kind of ate. Wait, she ate that Ash ult pretty grace. Oh, well, I mean, it was a pretty close range Ash ult, so you don't really get like the full CC value. But yeah, otherwise it was probably. Look at that too. Ash actually had Kraken Slayer too, which is kind of crazy.
I believe he was going for like the flash to dodge the Feather's Call, but I think
Yeah.
what happened was he min buffered it during the stun, so he came out before T5 could even flash it as he was casting the arrow.
Let's watch it.
But overall, like, unlucky play. Yeah, Barry comes out. Ashwell comes in, but look,
yeah, the feather pull definitely did some good damage too. I mean, that definitely is like that can be the make or break. If you hit the feathers, it's going to do a ton of damage. If you don't get as much. I'm actually going to hide the scoreboard. We don't need it quite as much right now. Okay, so let's do like, I love to do little team fight breakdowns of these kind of things. So let's see here as we're approaching. So basically, we know Talia had been killed before in that 1v1 mid lane. And we got Dragon in 10 seconds. We got the Talia spawning and teleport. Obviously, both AD carries are top lane out of the fight. We got the teleport coming in from Mord. Or sorry,
and Mord.
And so, okay, so everyone's starting to position. Let's see what happens next here. Okay, yeah, so this is the first thing. Control. So they're kind of isolated over here. And it was that Silas stole I believe he stole the Jarvan ult and then engaged, or no. I think actually Jarvan engaged on him, maybe. Okay, then Rakan positions his way into the fight here. So it's a 3v2 over here. Both top lanes are kind of working their way up. Where is Yone right now? He jumped in. Okay, so Yone got up here first. Yeah, Talia's not in it yet, so it's just kind of a 3v2 for a moment here. Rakan flashes to get within W range. And I think that was I guess that actually was the Jarvan ult, or was that the stolen Jarvan ult? It's hard to tell. Yeah, so they get that pick onto Jarvan there. Yeah, he stole it. He did steal the Jarvan ult. So that was the Silas still in the Jarvan ult. And let's see. So, and then meanwhile, I guess that Nautilus decided to try to help out over here on this side. But yeah, I think they were just kind of focused on that fight. They didn't see what happened on the other side. They didn't know that Jarvan, or maybe, just didn't react in time. Kind of got baited in, and then by that time they're kind of already committed. So yeah, and then Nautilus is dead, and then Talia shows up kind of too late. Almost kind of traps herself. This is kind of awkward. So, like I said, I mean, the Talia ult's one of those big ones like Poppy or Bard ults where it's like it can really change the tide, but it can also kind of not go well if you don't do it right. So, yeah, they all just kind of got baited in one at a time. And we got the top lane fight. So that's pretty much it. I think they do get the nice little flash E there. They get at least one of these, I know. Not both of them. I think one of them makes it out here. I can probably speed it up now.
Rylai's really is doing work against them.
Yeah, slowing them down. That Mordekaiser ult, very annoying. So I think that's all they get there, and they get the Dragon as well. So that was pretty huge. I think from then on, it was just a lot of, just kind of a lot of picks. Yeah, Northview was still able to get some kills back. But yeah, I mean, we kind of know most of the story from there. I don't think there was any moments. We saw some nice Yone ultimates, nice two 3-mans and a 4-man, I think. So Walton did a good job of just kind of maintaining that lead, funneling a lot of gold on the Yone, closing out pretty clean. Cool. So with that, I think we can. If you're good, do you just want to do one tonight? Or do you want to go ahead and do the full series?
Ooh, this is our almost 9. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do full series.
All right, sounds good. We will just wrap it up there then for tonight. So that was game 1 of the Walton Northview series. We will be following up to do the rest. But otherwise, we will be signing off for this time. Thanks, everyone, for watching.
Yeah, everyone.